Hello, welcome back. Today I want to talk about a few of my recent 3D Blu-ray pickups. It's going to kind of be a big pile here because I haven't done one of these before, so kind of have a lot to talk about. But I tried to stick to ones that I just got within the last couple of months, and I might be definitely forgetting a few actually now that I'm looking at it. So basically, I got some over the holidays and some extra ones, and first on my list here I got was the last Transformers movie, or the last one of the part of that giant series that started with Shia LaBeouf. I don't know if the Bumblebee solo movie was part of it. It's not 3D though, so it doesn't count, but it's still a good movie. Anyway, so this is Transformers Last Night. I saw this 2D already, and I've seen the Age of Extinction in 3D, and it's a decent movie. It's pretty crazy, but I haven't seen it yet. But it's one thing I love about these Transformer movies is they are not only are they 3D, but they also have Dolby Atmos or DTSX Atmos in this case. In the 3D version, so then I don't have to do any sort of weird play two movies at the same time. If I had the Atmos version, at least play two movies at the same time at the same exact time, and mute the 3D Blu-ray and keep the audio from the 2D Blu-ray. So didn't have to do that. Don't have to do it with these. So can't wait to watch this one because Dolby Atmos in these Transformer movies is usually pretty awesome, and the 3D is really good too. So I can't wait to watch that one. Also picked this up. It was one of these I saw on a deal on the Blu-ray app. If you don't have the Blu-ray app, just go to iTunes or Google Play, I would assume, and type in Blu-ray, and if you see an app there just called Blu-ray, and that's pretty much it. And if you look in their deals, they'll tell you about these things sometimes, and I think this is like $7 or something. It's not the version with The Rock. I saw that recently. That one's really good. I haven't seen this one just yet. It got mixed reviews, but I want to say I'm blanking on his name, but there's the awesome 3D critic. I think he did a review of this movie. I'll put it in the description below where his review was, and I want to say he did a really good job reviewing this one. So I can't wait to watch it and see how it is. I like the Spartacus series, and of course, Game of Thrones and stuff, so I'm hoping I'll like this one too. Jungle Book, I was told, because on my top 5 3D Blu-ray video, I spoke about how much I loved the Life of Pi movie. One of my friends in the 3D Blu-ray Fans Unite group was saying how this movie is so much better than Life of Pi, and I watched most of it, and I fell asleep because I actually watch movies pretty late, which is not a good idea, but the parts I saw were really good so far. I need to finish it, and it is really good. I would say 3D wise, it probably is better than Life of Pi, but of course this is just the Jungle Book. I mean, I know the Jungle Book. It was nothing. I've been watching that movie since I was a little kid, so it's like, yeah, it's like visually, it's a great looking movie, but I also got the lithograph here cover, so it's the 3D wise, I would say it is probably probably better than Life of Pi, but it's this basically Jungle Book. It's a remake of a cartoon movie. It's pretty good though. I had the original Hobbit 3D. I saw that before. I've never seen the next 2 Hobbit movies, but don't kill me, guys. I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan. But I like the Lord of the Rings. But anyway, iTunes had a big sale for their the Hobbit Trilogy and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So now I have that in streaming wise. I got the Hobbit Trilogy for like $20 or something, all in Dolby Atmos. So I'll play those at the same exact time I play these, and I wanted to make sure to get the Hobbit versions of the movie that weren't extended. I accidentally purchased the non-extended version of the 3D, or not 3D, of the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit trilogies, the non-extended editions. So I wanted to, if I'm going to do my simulcasting, I want the Atmos from the 2D and the 3D from the 3D Blu-ray. I need the regular editions, and I almost asked for my money back, since I didn't see that at first, because you could buy both of them separately. But after reading reviews and such, I think the Hobbit extended edition is better than Lord of the Rings extended edition. But really, like, I could barely make it through Jungle Book, and these movies are already like 2.5 to 3.5 hours each. Like, you know, I have a couple kids, and by the time I watch movies, it's like already 11 o'clock at night, sometimes 12. So like, I'm not gonna sit there for 3 hours and watch any of these movies anyway. So I'd rather just get the original theatrical versions. And if I love the movie enough later, I'll buy the extended versions of the movies and watch those. So anyway, but yeah, I'll have to watch these. Anyway, this is the Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 1. I got Part 2 at a pawn shop last year, and I haven't watched it because I was like, well, now I need Part 1. I've seen the movies already, but I need Part 1. So now I have Part 1. Thankfully, this was only like $10 on eBay, and it came with this nice slipcover. I mean, I guess it's just like any other slipcover, but the way they do 3D Blu-ray here, it just looks so cool, I think. There's not many that are like this. I can't think of one that's like it, so I'll have to watch that. This I just watched the other night, Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters 3D. So I saw this in the theaters, and I remember saying to my wife when I saw it, like, that might have been too much 3D, and that was right around the time I was kind of getting out of 3D a little bit. So I love 3D at home, and this might be an idea for a video later, but I love 3D at home. I kind of don't like it when I'm forced to watch the 3D version in the theaters. Like, sometimes I don't feel like wearing a 3D glasses when I'm at a movie theater, and sometimes it's the only showing they have of it. I don't think they do that as much anymore. But then another thing is, the 3D movie is like an extra $5 or whatever per ticket. So it's like paying like for a third ticket when I didn't even really want the glasses to begin with. But I think this one I was gonna have to do it anyway, because it's basically is a 3D movie. But I remember seeing it, and don't have the disc in there, I think it's in the other room. It's actually really good. It's really good in 3D. It's got a lot of 3D. It's one of these earlier 3D done movies though, where some of the people kind of look like cardboard cutouts. So there is some of that, which that isn't good whenever I see that, but there is a lot of really cool elements, like when it's a very gory movie, so there's a lot of cool, gory 3D movies. I think there's like fire that speckles, so I would say this is still a must-have for all 3D Blu-ray fans, but don't expect this to be like your favorite 3D Blu-ray, because it is a little bit older 3D Blu-ray, so some of it's a little bit cheesy in how they do it, but it's still very good and reference material in certain parts. So, here's another one. I've owned the Titanic on 3D for probably 2 years now, and I still haven't watched it yet because my sister, when we were kids, she's my younger sister, when Titanic came out, it came out in that 2-box VHS set. She watched that like 30 plus times. So ever since I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch Titanic again, but I will need to, because now I have the Ghost of Abyss in 3D, which is, it's basically like picks up where Titanic left off, not in terms of like Rose and the whole Leonardo DiCaprio thing, but in terms of like, I want to say it follows Bill Burr as he explores the rest of the Titanic. So I thought that would be pretty cool to watch, and I don't think the 3D is that crazy in this movie. I think there's a couple parts, but I actually can't wait to watch this one. This will make it so that I really need to check out that Titanic in 3D that I already have, so then I can watch that. So I told myself I was never going to get this movie, but it was, thanks to the Blu-ray app, I saw how much it was on sale. I can't remember now, it might have been like $12 or $13. Comes with the 4K edition and 3D edition, and unfortunately, this is one of those movies that pisses me off that it's the 4K edition only has the extended edition, it looks like, and the 3D version is the theatrical version, and it looks like the Dolby Atmos version, it looks like it only exists in the extended edition, so that means I can't do my play both movies at the same time and get the 3D Blu-ray playing at the same time as Dolby Atmos, because I heard the Dolby Atmos in this movie is fantastic. So yeah, so at some point I need to watch this movie, I guess twice, even though I wasn't super happy about them doing a remake of Ghostbusters with an all-female cast. At the time, it was kind of like, oh my goodness, like they're already trying to cram all this stuff down our throats and making it seem like, I don't know. Take it for however you stood on that whole thing. It just felt like it was more politics being shoved into our faces through the movies unnecessarily. So I don't know why this movie feels like it was dragged on the cement, but it feels like it was dragged on the cement. But it's in terms of the roughness here. Anyway, so enough time has passed. Now I'm just not even going to worry about any of the politics that went with this movie, and I will just watch it for what it is, because I'm sure the actresses that played it, they didn't care about any of that stuff. Probably they just wanted to make a movie. They just got paid and just paid and made a movie. So I'll watch it for that, and the little bits I've seen on previews, it looked pretty interesting. So, all right, Bait 3D. Here's another one I found on the Blu-ray app. It's a good deal. It's like $7. It looks very cheesy, and it probably is. But this is probably one of those movies I don't know if I needed to buy, but hopefully it's pretty good. Bait 3D. We'll see. I'm hoping it has some pretty decent 3D in it, so we'll see. Shark movie 3D. Peanuts. I've heard it was very good, so I need to give this a watch. I loved the Christmas special and the Halloween and all the holiday specials of Charlie Brown, so grew up with those, so hopefully this one's pretty good. And then the Lego movies. I've watched these movies so many times with my kids. They love it. I actually think it's really good too. This might be one of those movies I can actually watch again in 3D. That's why I got it. Yeah, so I would assume the 3D would be really good in this movie. So now I have all 3 Lego movies in 3D, and should be pretty fun to watch. My oldest has already expressed a lot of interest in 3D movies because he loved the classes. So, and he actually was looking for this movie in 3D. So when he starts watching more 3D movies, I'll get him to this one and we'll watch this one. But yeah, so those are some of my pickups. Thanks so much for watching again, and I will see you on the next one. Please subscribe, and have a great night. Thanks.